Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pretty sick matchup here between Swole Patrol and Station Number 7. Not to be confused with Station 6, Boggs. Okay, don't mess this one up. Station 7 out here today. The veto is very interesting, though, I must admit. It is kind of almost the same as our last veto, but it's kind of reversed, isn't it? We're starting
Yeah.
off on Inferno, and then we're going into Dust 2, and then the third map, the decider, is Mirage. And the first thing that comes to mind, Boggs, is that all three of these maps are incredibly brawly and can easily be played on if you're a pug.
And that's exactly what Swole Patrol is for sure. It's a roster that I don't know if they've actually put in any significant time practicing together.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of seems to be a different look every single time we see them. And then Station 7, they have practiced. They're a solid core, but they do have the additions of Droid, a really good fragger in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a very brawly, wide open match. Although I can't help but wonder what the effects of players like Caboose, like Wardell, like Sabrosa will do to bolster Swole Patrol in this game.
Yeah, but we can't be sleeping on Station 7, Boggs. These guys are the next up, right? They're the next generation of Counter-Strike. Some of them are young, some of them are been on the grind for a while, and some of them are on the cusp of that breakthrough, right, to that next level. And these are good opportunities for them to get their names out there, to prove themselves, right, with thousands of people watching across all channels, right? I think Brax is like 2,000 people. Who knows how many viewers will be up in here, but I mean, we have thousands and thousands of people, right? I mean, these are perfect opportunities for these players to step up to that next level and prove themselves to everyone watching, to themselves most importantly. But I think we're almost ready to go. We're waiting on one more player, and as soon as we are ready, we'll jump right into the server. Now, I want to talk about Inferno here really quickly because I think this will be a key takeaway for either of these teams, obviously, since this is a best of three. But more specifically, because of the fact that the next map is Dust 2, and that is Swole Patrol's map pick. A map that, historically speaking, Brax, Swag, Wardell, Sabrosa have all dominated on. They've all been insane on this map throughout their entire careers. And I am concerned for Station 7 on Dust 2. So my personal opinion is if Station 7 cannot tighten up here on this first map, this could very well be a 2-0. But if they can take this first map and give up the second map, or hey, if they can test Dust 2, so be it. I can't predict that, but I think the third map will be a 50-50. I think it's quite a toss-up. Even though on paper, the players on Swole Patrol might be statistically more experienced, have more better stats overall, I do think that Mirage could go either direction.
Yeah, Mirage is one of those maps that can flip flop. It's a very even playing field, but the same could also be said about Dust 2. Probably one of the most underdog heavy maps in Counter Strike history at any decent level is Dust 2. I mean, we've seen so many upsets across the years on that map. Of course, like you mentioned, Swag, an absolute monster on Dust 2.
Yeah.
Wardell, best opera in North America, in my opinion.
Okay.
And of course, Sabrosa. So it'll be a very interesting look on Dust 2. Swole do
Yeah,
love to
no doubt.
play it throughout the history of their rosters. But I think it really does come down to Inferno as the win condition for Station 7.
Right.
Can they do enough on Inferno to take it away from Swole Patrol? Because they're still not bad on this map.
Right, exactly. And hey, you say Dust 2 is the number one upset map. I say Inferno is the number one upset map. And those are the first two maps. So if there is an upset to happen, Boggs, it's in these first two maps. Right? I mean, Inferno is such a 50-50 map in terms of how CT-sided to T-sided it is, right? We often see teams getting 9 rounds CT side, and literally the next match, 9 rounds on the T side. And the match after that, it's 8 rounds, right? It's like 8-7s, 9-6s in either direction have been so common on this map. It's such a claustrophobic map in the sense that there's so many choke points to get past. Smokes are incredibly effective at many different points on the map itself. And it's really easy to choke up a team. It's really easy to play your rotates right, to hold down the sites correctly. And it's so versatile, which is my opinion, why this is the most, probably easily the biggest upset map there is in history. I mean, hey, Russian Street Party took a map off INTZ on this map, Boggs. Anything could happen.
I was about to say you would know a little something about upsets on this map.
Yeah. And I can't believe we got upset in that match, but things happen, Boggs. Sometimes the overdog loses to the underdogs.
That's how the new crew comes up through the ranks, right?
Exactly. But I think we're almost ready, and we're having some technical difficulties. If he takes forever to connect, we will jump back to the DJ. We will bring Sabrosa back DJ until he gets in the server and frags out. But for now, we will continue to talk. I'm actually gonna go through the HLTV page and see exactly what's going on this page over here.
Well, I did check the stats real quick. And Swole Patrol has a better record on Inferno than Station 7. Just throwing that one out there.
Okay, Mel, kick the show. Let's get this started. Let's go into the end game right now. The side choice is about to happen. And of course, it will likely be Swole Patrol choosing the sides. And I think it will be CT side. But Mel, let's begin the show. Let's get to the action.
Roy, why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Exactly. Can Station 7 eat Swole Patrol? That's the question on our minds.
Or Station 7 just going to be protein shake for the Swole Patrol. Who knows?
Yeah, they got to feed the muscle somehow.
All right. Let's see I'm really curious to see how Swole Patrol attempts to set the pace here, right? Are they going to... This map is honestly two sides of aggression, I feel. Like, you're never really playing passively on this map on either sides. Like, CT side, you're pushing for control. T side, you're also doing the same. And I wonder if Swole Patrol will come in to try to establish their dominance, to try to establish that level of disrespect as early as possible. Right now, it's 2 sets of utilities for Station 7. No one has really purchased for Swole Patrol except Caboose, who's picked up armor. I think we'll likely see either a kit double flash or a kit smoke to hold back the defenses, and some sort of aggression. I'm just wondering and waiting to see where it will be.
Yeah, I think it's usually Swag who picks up the utility for Swole Patrol. Neptune also known to pick up the kits, the flashbangs. So one of those two players should be picking up a diffuser. I would be surprised if Swole do not pick up the diffuse kit. To go back to our last match, though, Riot Squad really doesn't buy kits on their pistol rounds on CT side, at least on Inferno. Other maps they will, but I feel like Inferno, they just try and win it by actual aim duel rather than having that extra diffuse time. There is the kit on Swag, there is the flashbangs, but it's a full-on A rush from Station 7. First shot, first kill for Wardell. He does go down, but Caboose trades. Shonk, Jonah P, Frosty K continuing the train, but Caboose is still alive in pit. The bomb, however, has crossed the site. And Caboose, still holding strong, does get one more before he eventually falls. Now the bomb yet to go down. Shonk with the USP takes out Neptune. But Sabrosa evens the score, brings it back to Swole Patrol advantage, and Shonk walks right into him. Sabrosa's just dancing, waiting for Swag to come on in. The bomb will get planted. This is going to be a tough 1v2 for Shonk.
Yeah, and I think he's recognized that they've grouped up together. Now he has definite information that they're there, but unfortunately he only has so many bullets in his clip, and Sabrosa does not let him get that reload in. A proper play, a nice consistency there. Nice, just keep up the pressure, and it will be Swole Patrol to pick up the first round. However, Boggs, the bomb has gone down, and there are enough kills on the board here for a serious firepower buy to come out from Station 7. Let's see if they'll have the confidence for it.
Yeah, Sean can go straight for the Krieg. Frosty K could go Galil, but he will elect to go Mac 10 utility. That does seem to be the general consensus on Station 7. Sterling will go for the Galil. Jonah P trying to save for the op, and Shonk will go for the AK over the scoped rifle. But up against it is only one M4 from Swole Patrol. They got a bunch of SMGs, which are quite viable on Inferno. And Caboose has a great nade in the mid. How much damage will it do? Actually, not as much as I thought it would.
I swear this game is designed to bait casters, Boggs. I'm convinced. Every mechanic. Molly's about to spread? No, it doesn't. Nade's about to do 100 damage? No, it hits a little crack in the ground.
Or it just falls into the box stack on Vertigo A site and just does nothing at all.
Now, this Hall Spot is almost inevitable here for Station 7. The only problem is Swag will be the first contact. That player behind him, Caboose, he's playing anti-flash. He's playing bait. This is an easy bait and switch. Easy setup here for Caboose to follow up on Swag's kills. And if Swag gets even one, if he gets two, that's a disaster. If they eliminate him quickly, maybe they find him on the balcony.
Caboose still staying alive, is able to get a second kill before Sterling can capitalize onto Wardell, but he is low. Caboose somehow able to get three. The rotations are coming in. Molotov's into ward off library, but Neptune has avoided that, working his way through arches. Molotov's on the site. There's a Molotov and a smoke warning off him. Actually, yet to go planted. Out comes Sabrosa from Apps, and he's popped out. Pop Jonah P. And there it goes. Swole Patrol. 2 rounds to 0. They shut down the force, deny the bomb plant, have full command over this initial portion of the map, of the half. This is where things get messy for Station 7. Swole Patrol have prime opportunity to build their own bank and really shut down Station 7, get the kills with the SMGs, keep the rifles up, and put the pressure on.
Yeah, that lack of bomb plan really hurts things here early for Station 7. I mean, as long as they can do, maybe they can get a few casualties out of the way right here. That would help. That would help keep Swole Patrol's economy in check. For now, it will be early banana control. All the way down. They have Swag in the corner, and they're Swag is only good for 2. That's one shot down. If they can eliminate Subros and deny him an MP9 kill, that would be the key, but unfortunately, they're not really denying. They're just feeding, and that's Subrosa with 3 kills. 5 SMG kills for Swole Patrol would mean that Swag's casualty is really not a big deal. But it was a nice attempt from Station 7. Now the buy comes out, Boggs. They have the op for Jonah P, their opper. They have the SGs, they have the AKs, they have enough utility to open up every single option in terms of strategy.
That flash from Subrosa was spectacularly played to get him the final kill from 12 HP. You mentioned Jonah P as the op, Roy, but so does Wardell. And that initial nade does so much onto Frosty. A secondary one comes in from Subrosa, chips him down just a little bit more, not going to take him out of the fray. But still, initial damage won by Swole Patrol. And Station 7 still content to hold Banana at whatever cost. The Molotov will force Jonah back. And Subrosa's debating going for a little bit of aggressive peek and said he will smoke off his Molotov, fall away, doesn't spot anybody towards logs. The bomb being T-stairs leaves a lot of room for Station 7 to maneuver. Particularly the fact that they have apps and balcony control is great, but Sterling's up against a bait and switch! Swag will trade out, but still, that favors Station 7.
Yeah, that's really unlucky for Kabusu because he was the guy on the far right. He was the one that was being baited for, but Swag couldn't quite get his attention long enough for him not to peek a little wider. Nice awareness there from Sterling, though. And Swag's now hearing the commotion in front of him. He's hearing the scope. He's hearing the utility being used up. That smoke's going to bait them away from that. Wardell will find the opening. Greg will find himself the second as well from sight. Shonk does cut off the support, and Jonah P eliminates Wardell on sight. Things are down to 2s. The bomb is being planted safely in sight. Jonah P is hearing Subrosa jumping in halls. And Neptune rests, and Jonah P gets caught in transition. That's a massive hit here to Station 7.
Yeah, Shonk, not much to do, especially being blind. He will spot Subrosa in the pit, gets the kill, but cannot get the follow-up onto Neptune. Costly victory for Swole Patrol, but they still have enough for an off again on Wardell. Rifles across the rest of the board. The bomb plant should supply Station 7 with another buy.
Yeah.
But still, great work on that 2v2 from Swole Patrol. I think that little bit of noise in apartments kept Jonah P's attention focused on Boiler and away from from Neptune, rather. That was really what allowed Swole Patrol back into that, because if Neptune is getting scoped in, chances are he gets opt, and then it's a 1v2 for Subrosa with great positioning on the site from Sterling. So not much of a chance really there for Swole Patrol if they don't get that initial shot. Flag.
Okay, and it still ends up in a 1 versus 1. Not really the flashiest way, but hey, the job is done. 1 for 1. I think Station 7 are relatively happy with that, because now they can control and manipulate the rotations. A big piece of the puzzle on Inferno. Now Subrosa has been pushed off. He's going to play the corner. As long as he's here, Neptune doesn't quite have to make his way over. But now that Subrosa is pushed off and information is denied, Neptune needs to lean a little heavier towards the B site.
Yeah, he is doing just that. He's walking slowly around towards Speedway, making his way ever closer to the B site. Smoke will ward off his peek from CT, but he will cancel it out with a smoke of his own. Frosty K looking for an entry. Subrosa on top of Oranges can get exposed, but Neptune is now crossed into sight. There may be a double up, one on top and one towards the new box. And also Wardell has made his way into the flashbang, starting to rank inside utility, Molotov, and it's a full-on shooting gallery for Swole Patrol. Subrosa, Neptune using the Molotov to their advantage, easy kills. And now, time low. Jonah P and Shonk trying to force the issue, but and all that will happen is shots raining into their bodies. Their bodies are riddled with holes. And Swole Patrol move to a 5-0 lead. And Station 7, without the bomb plant, will have to go for a half.
Yeah, and Sub Rosa right now. Sub Rosa is not a player you want popping off against you. He's that person that will single-handedly just carry a team through a game when he's feeling it. No problems, no issues. And right now, I'm terrified for Station 7 by the way Sub Rosa is playing. Just perfect, right? Not over-eager, just confident, taking the proper duels, having the right patience when required. And now it's just a mow down, a lawnmower shot here by Swole Patrol. Looking at this round over with. Almost gets caught off, but it's really just down to Frosty K here with the CZ head and, well, no head, Boggs. And you know, we need heads to shoot.
We'll bail him out there. Rosa finished up the last kill. Now, Swole Patrol up against another bot, but they've already won 6 in a row. Their economy is starting to really grow. It's past the point of stabilization. This is a chance for them to put the full-on stranglehold against Station 7 and really get out to a massive lead on the CT side. Get ready to take T aggression. Just completely overwhelmed. Bro, Swag aggressive down Banana. Deals about half damage. The nade will not follow up on anything, but Wardell up close and personal. Gets one and kites away.
And you gotta love that mechanic on an opping Inferno, right? You're always so comfortable as an opper. You always have corners. You always have abilities to fall back, take a shot, reset, and so little one and dones for an opper. Now it's going to be Station 7 with what looks like to be a set piece, but unfortunately they have not denied Wardell vision. He's just going to linger here, and this is all baiting away from Neptune, which is going to open him up for a kill from behind. It's going to be Jordan with the casualty. Caboose with one to fall off, but Jonah P is trading quickly. But still, a 1 versus 4, bomb down in sight, being surrounded from all directions. I'm not liking the odds right now.
Not liking the odds. I'm liking how Swole Patrol aren't really taking these one-on-one engagements, waiting for the rotations to come in as they have the bomb down on site. Jonah is able to get another kill before his life is ended. But you know, Roy, you always say that we get the Brazil scoreline once in the series. Are we going to get it here off the back of a force buy from Station 7?
Yeah, last time we were not going to get it, and then someone's mouth literally failed in the middle of the round. And it happened. I'm telling you, the spirit of Brazil, it will make its way in here somehow, and we will see the 7-1. I'm just curious to see how. Watch, it's gonna be Sterling running out. No. It's gonna be Jonah P running out with a deagle and getting Wardell and Swag 1 shots each. Watch this.
Full running 1 digs.
Yes. Watch, you ready? Oh, he makes a step.
Okay, they aren't gonna walk into A. Because the way that Swole Patrol was positioned, it was a complete and total meat grinder over on lane. 3 players watching the angle, including Wardell's op. Now the flash comes in on Banana. Who's watching this? Left of Rosa. 1 shot to set. Spray comes through the wall. Goes for the 3rd, but Droid is there to meet him. Picks up the AK. He has a helmet, but Neptune is still holding CT. However, his position has been smoked. He sprays blind, and now will rotate to Coffins. Does not have much ammunition left. But Caboose coming in, 1 kill through the smoke, goes for the nade damage. Nobody in grill to die, but Shank, lucky he had predicted that nade. We'll get the bomb down. Caboose, Neptune rather, not able to spray him through the coffins, but the CZ will finish the job on 1 player, not quite the 2nd. Wardell will have to be there to finish it off. Shank did get the deagle kill, but not quite the round that we were hyping up. You know, no double running 1 digs.
Oh, man.
Pretty stout round for Swole Patrol.
I think the server is 2-NA for the 7-1 scoreline, Boggs.
True.
The North American energy runs high here. But 8-0 lead right now for Swole Patrol, and Station 7 are beginning to look a little bit overwhelmed on this map. They're not quite figuring out how to advance on any of the map control without losing many casualties, really. It's really just coming down to that, right? They can't go up bracket without getting picked off by Wardell. They can't move up Banana without being pop flashed and some roses in the face raining down like this. What I'm curious about though is where are the counter mollies? Like, why is this Molotov coming out so late to shut down the car aggression? As soon as you see the CTs starting to aggress, right, you just counter molly, counter flash, push them back, make them waste their utility, and when you see the CTs use theirs, you just counter again. They're gonna run out. There's only 2 players there usually. We're not seeing any of that right now, Boggs. We're just seeing them be used and abused, but they're not responding back.
I can't help but wonder if they're actually trying to fake A again and work it back to B. Because they've used utility, but instead they've fallen back bottom mid, working their way to Banana. There's still 2 players from Swole Patrol here on site. Just Droid as the bait, the sacrificial lamb, and he's going to work his way through arches, and please tell me he doesn't get on the flank. Oh my. We saw this happen yesterday.
Oh, this has been happening. Yeah, this has been happening nonstop. He needs a contingency plan more than the sacrificial lamb, but Neptune and Sub Rosa, they gotta get by this one first. So far, so good. Neptune's holding it down. Allows Sub Rosa the opportunity to find a few frags, but he's pretty wounded himself. Now, Droid's gonna sneak up on him, walk through the smokes. But look at the flank coming in right now. There's no time for these plays. You gotta get on site safely if you're Jonah. And he's hearing the stampede of players. The flashbang is perfect. Droid is there for the cover. And it's down to the 2v2.
No utility for Swole, and no more swag. Wardell on the op, 1v2. Jonah holding oranges, and Droid holding backs. New box. 2 shots miss. The spot on new box. Wardell goes for the wall bang. No scope onto Jonah, and now he goes for Droid, but Droid will win that duel. Station 7 scrape away with a round win. Swole Patrol will no longer have the goose egg. The 16-0 scoreline going for him. Station 7 have eaten a breadstick. They have the op back in the hands of Jonah P, but Swole Patrol still have more than enough for a sizable buy.
Okay. The weight of the 0 is gone, Boggs. Now they can relax. Now they can start to play this properly. Droid. Heroic round for him. 4 kills on all total. And the openers on the anchors rather. Cabooses and Halls. Droid is on an offensive for it, and he's got him.
He expects more. Oh, he does! It's a massive double from Droid. That's the A site all but unlocked. And Station 7 primed for a second round unless Swag can hold things down from Haycart. Swole Patrol have made their rotates in their gamble stack, and this is the right call. They have to rotate in. Station 7 could not be working effectively. Their flashes are out. Blind are Swole Patrol, and Sterling now nets himself a double, leaving Sub Rosa to run away towards arches, and presumably back to B. Nothing left in him. No HP, and Station 7 with a great A take. Thanks to Droid and Sterling on the entries.
Yeah, huge round by Droid once again, opening up those 2 kills. I mean, great reaction from Swole Patrol, right? Instantly recognizing that something needed to happen there. They had to take some sort of gamble. They were just maybe a few seconds too late, right? If had Station 7 slowed down for a few more seconds, maybe that outcome is different. But right now, Station 7 is showing signs of life. The money is almost coming to an end for Swole Patrol. The next round will be their full investment, and it will be broken in some ways. I'm just not entirely sure how yet. Neptune is up. He can drop an op over to Wardell, and I think it will be fully equipped. But after that is where it gets a little weird.
Yeah, after that is where it gets weird indeed, and they need to find an answer to Station 7. We start to string rounds together. They're looking a lot stronger now that they have found their traction. They found an answer to Swole Patrol's aggression. They've waited it out. And again in apps too, that was just over-aggression from Swole Patrol, giving Droid a couple straight kills. Both Caboose and Wardell peeking into it. Now here comes some utility usage from Swole Patrol, burning and nading Jonah P and Shonk down extremely low. Great bit of early utility. The rest of Station 7 is nice and spread out across the rest of the map. The Rosa getting tagged, getting sprayed, and getting eliminated. First pick goes the way of Station 7.
Yeah, this is starting to feel a little forced, though, isn't it? This aggression from Swole Patrol. I wouldn't necessarily call it over-aggression. I just call it forced. They're trying to make it happen, even when it feels a little awkward. And I think Station 7 is more than happy to receive this aggression in this fashion.
Yeah, I think they are.
Our control belongs to Station 7. Comms are coming in that it's clear. They have pressured bracket as well. And I think the fallback call is already happening. Sterling, Droid, they're beginning to advance on Halls. They know that Caboose just uses last smoke here, so there's nothing to hold them back once they're ready. The time to strike is now. This A site is weak and they're isolated from each other, these defenders.
They are isolated, but one of them is Wardell with an op. The other is Caboose, and he might just spot Jonah P. He does. That's the bomb. But can Caboose escape? He will actually get himself a double. Looking for the triple. Gets caught switching guns. In the meantime, Wardell fell. Now it's a man advantage for Station 7. Rotations coming in from Swole Patrol, but already Station 7 have solid post plants. One in pit, one on site, and one tucked in arches. Apps is smoked. And Swole Patrol have a decision to make. Do they go? Do they save? Looks like they are going for it to catch off Frosty, but Frosty's doing the catching. Great click on the Neptune. Swag will answer, but I think now he has to save.
No, I mean, he has a kit. He saw his time. He can maybe attempt this, but that smoke, yeah, that one seals the deal. Maybe if they didn't have that smoke, he goes for it, but unfortunately, that smoke makes things a little too difficult for him. And Station 7, once again, showing that they're consistently able to put some rounds up on the board. And they already have 3. Next round is going to be a broken by Swole Patrol. Probably just going to be on these pistols. Maybe upgraded with armor. Swag still has the SG, yes, but that will probably be the only rifle in play. So Station 7 once again in a good spot for the 4th year in a row.
If Swag can do some damage with the SG, drop some rifles for his teammates to pick up, there is a chance that Swole Patrol can come back. They also have a decent amount of upgraded pistols and nade on some bros, which can do some damage. But I think that Swole Patrol's aggression has finally become a little too predictable for Station 7. And they're content to just wait it out, wait for Swole Patrol to push in, and then execute later once Swole Patrol have already been decimated and limited to that 2v2 setup at best. So, really good adaptation from Station 7. You have to wonder how much influence Coach Meach has on this as well. He is coaching that team. And I wonder how much input he has into sort of containing this roster that does have a lot of that aggressive mentality of their own.
Yeah, Meach is actually a smart cookie. I'm sure his influence is kicking in here somewhere. For now, patience on both sides. I think Station 7 recognizes that they're likely up against this kind of buy, right? Pistols, armor, possible. You know that Swag has a weapon. They're not sure what it is. Frosty eliminates Neptune on the peak. That aid. You said it was going to do damage. That did a lot.
They do a lot of damage, but there's still more players to find, and the bomb has actually made its way to B. All the noise being made, car. Rotations are coming in. Can Swag hold them at bay long enough? He's been able to get one kill. The boost comes in, but Swag has finally burned. However, the 5-7 gets another half of Jonah P. Frosty is low. There's a chance for Caboose and Wardell. They know there's one in Nemo. They know there's one new box. They don't know about Banana, but they've heard the noise of the players on site. Both coming in from church for...
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, they still get one. Jonah P's getting jumped on. Oh, surely not, surely not.
No. No kit, but there is an op. And a Krieg. Caboose holds. Wardell peeks. Frosty now just has to hold himself. There's no time for Wardell. Fake flash comes in. Wardell on scopes and meets his demise. Station 7. Very rough against a minimal purchase. The rifle only did 1 kill. They are able to get the 4th. But their economy is kind of kept in check off of the back of that. The op is saved, so that helps out a bit. Not bad at all from Swole Patrol.
Yeah, what is Jonah P actually holding for, though? Like, you have a player, Banana. They can't be Banana, so you don't really have to hold that kind of deep angle. You could hold CT or the coffin walk up at least. I don't know. I really don't get that. And you, where was the support earlier? I mean, they heard him jump up, right? Why isn't that Banana player just swinging? As soon as you hear the boost, there's only 2 players left. It's a little sloppy. I'm not gonna harp on it too much, but Station 7s, they still secured it. That was a mediocre buy from Swole Patrol at best.
Mediocre's, I think, giving it too much credit. It was extremely limited. And now Caboose on top of the porch. Swings for 1. Grabs another. Both Sterling and Frosty K eliminated. And now it seems Swole Patrol have gained some momentum back off of the back of a successful half buy. Neptune falls back to site. Regrouped with Wardell. As now the rest of Station 7 will plow up Banana and onto B. Smokes go out. They will flash through and down goes Neptune. Wardell dodging bullets. And the bomb should go down for Station 7, but Swole Patrol have 4 on the retake. And Wardell has just legged Jonah P.
buying Station 7 tickets. The show. The utility is still there for Swole Patrol, and they're ready to use that utility to block off Banana. Pop flash into the coffins. Wardell's going to take a deep peek. Eliminating Shock is huge, and there it is. The flawless retake from Swole Patrol. The full control, even with Station 7 getting that entry on that B site. Swole Patrol manages the retake, and we now see ourselves at 9-4 for Swole Patrol. Money's still alright here for Station 7. They can buy up. Sterling might struggle. Does Jonah P drop a rifle or buy an op? That's the question here.
He goes for the op. Sterling probably going to go for a map. No, goes Galil, armor, and a flashbang. So a bit light on utility for both Frosty and Sterling. Other than that, everyone is well equipped for Station 7. However, should they lose this round, they don't have any loss bonus built up. They will be full blow going up against potential 11-4 for Swole Patrol. That's a very dangerous proposition against a team that is so explosive and can absolutely overrun people on their T sides.
Deep nades. Not fruitful. Flash going into the corner. Not effective. Free advancement here for Station 7. They were more than happy to wait out the utility uses here by Swole Patrol. Sterling's gone halls quietly. Right now, Swole Patrol is not really sure what's happening on the map. Wardell spotted nothing in bracket, Boggs. I think they're starting to get an inkling that this is ending B. As soon as these flashes go out, it's going to be clear signs. Let's see if they can get past this boost from Sub Rosa and Crossfire setup from Neptune.
Wardell running through Speedway. He's making all the noise, but there's no more time. The boost gets one, almost a second. And now it comes down to Neptune. He's been flashed. He's able to get one more. And actually, Wardell from the grave. Actually, no, he's still alive. He's coming in through Graveyard. Gets himself one on the op. He already got the fire kill. Shonk unable to get the bomb down just yet. Flashbanged into Oblivion. And soon he should be sent there, as he's actually going to go aggressive. Only one, though. Caboose will shut it down. Wardell op is salvaged. Swole Patrol will make sure there is no bomb plant and a minimal chance for Station 7 in this round. Fantastic work after they did lose 4 in a row. It looked a little shaky for a second there, but Swole Patrol themselves had to adapt to not going too aggressive.
10-4. Station 7 on their final buy, and this final buy is looking less than ideal. And Swole Patrol might just be on their way for this 11-4. 10-5 would be a much better finish here for Station 7, buying them more room in this next round. Caboose spots nothing out mid, but Droid is hearing a lot of movement here.
Nade on Banana does nothing, as there is no Banana presence whatsoever from Station 7, contrary to how they've been usually set up. Instead, they will smoke off they will smoke off towards Arches. Caboose, though, spots a leg, gets a kill, but Swag has fallen. Wardell will answer back. Frosty K pushes into Caboose, who is now solo on ammunition. He has to swap to the P250. Spams away, takes out Sterling. Shonk will trade, but I think Caboose has done enough. Wardell should be able to shut down Shonk. He's not even yet able to cross the site, and Wardell will finally put the final nail in the coffin. 11-4 for Swole Patrol. Dire Straits on their map pick for Station 7.
Yeah, and Sabrosa finishes this half with 150 ADR, 460 utility damage. That is insane.
Yeah, unfortunate buy for Station 7 in that last round. Not much of a chance given the fact that they had no money. And they weren't really able to counter anything from Swole Patrol. It was raw aim from Caboose. Good predictive spray on the first kill. Jonah P has spotted out the bomb, so there is information for Station 7. However, they're still content to keep 3 on B, while Swole Patrol have a lot of alt mid control, and they're ready to walk on in.
Now Swag, he's making noise towards Banana. That's going to keep them there in anticipation. Really, the hits coming in towards A. Jonah P and Droid, they have to get at least a few kills here, I feel, for them to have some sort of success. Rosa finds one. Jonah P set up for the second, but he's only good for one. A 2-for-1 deal and a free open A site. Swole Patrol are more than happy with that one. The bomb gets planted in the corner for the big pit position, a position that's relatively hard to clear on pistol. And Swole Patrol have set themselves up nicely for a solid 4v3 post plant.
There is a kit and a flash for Frosty. His teammates do have armor. But as the bomb continues to tick, if there goes another kill away from Station 7 and in favor of Swole Patrol, they have to contemplate saving the armor and going for the force. However, they will train up lane. 1 from Wardell, 2 and a third from Ninja Box. Great work from Wardell, holding it down. Doesn't need any help. They always say Wardell doesn't miss. Apparently, he doesn't miss with Glock either.
Yeah, that crossfire was impenetrable.
Yeah, even if Wardell did die, there were still more players to meet that aggression from the CT retake.
Let's see what they got on the CT side. That's one tag. That's going to weaken them. They have a triple set up here on B site. Swole Patrol's walking into it. There's a chance here.
Good opening from Swag. He gets pushed. No trade until Neptune can finally finish off Frosty. The nade should take Chunk out of... Never mind. It chunks him down by a massive amount of 4 damage. 3v4 retake for Station 7. Although they will fall away. Try and save their guns here. Wise decision. Keep the armor, keep the utility. Jonah and Sterling could get helmets if they really wanted to up against AKs and Kriegs. Not necessarily necessary. But they do know that Swole Patrol have a couple SMGs, so we'll see whether or not they decide to buy the helmet.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't really hold strong on the B setup, right? They had 3 people there. A little bit more cohesive, a little bit more in tandem. And I know you're on top of the first oranges, so you want to throw that nade, but it gives away your position, right? You're literally the contingency plan. You're literally the main pillar of defense in the B side. Maybe not the best idea to give away your position right as the hit's coming along. Especially when you don't have anyone to follow up with you or being baited by you. But let's see how it goes. Station 7, they still have some weapons on board. They're going to be looking for tags. He almost lands the first one. It's a bit of a miss, but he can't keep taking damage. Slow down. Swole Patrol. As soon as the time is right, they'll begin to advance the bracket. For now, they've cleared out all that he needs. Spotted a nice jump spot, and a good chunk of damage with that smoke.
Yeah. Look at all this arch control from Swole Patrol, though. Only Jonah P to counter. He gets a tag off. He's still alive, but soon they will flush him now. The nade goes past him. They will smoke him. Molotov to ward off any more pushes. Swole Patrol flood back down to B. This is a great call. Great mid-round audible. Please tell me they're not abandoning B side completely. Okay, good. Droid is caught in limbo, it seems. Sabrosa's smoke might sell the hit on A, especially if we get this kill into Shank. In the meantime, the rest of his teammates are working their way to B. That should just about force the rotations back to A. Sabrosa versus 4. He's just going to try and keep them there while the bomb goes down on B. The jig is up once those digits are punched in, and Station 7 have surrendered a 14th to Swole Patrol. Dust 2 looking more and more imminent.
Yeah, absolutely. And this next gun round is going to be their final stand, right? It's really the do or die for Station 7. Swole Patrol one step ahead right now. A 1-for-1 trade. 2 and well, Jonah P's been spotted.
Wardell's on the hunt. Mac 10. Uh-oh.
That's awkward.
You always love running out of ammunition. I think Wardell will... Oh, he'll keep the scout, I guess. Thunder's going to go back to the Mac 10. He will upgrade to the op, though. I think a scout, definitely a justifiable upgrade to the op. Jonah P has one of his own, but it is a glass cannon. No armor for Jonah. A nade can do significant damage. Sabrosa and Swag both have them. Jonah's going to head towards mid. But Swole Patrol, heavy banana presence. That nade, frosty, perfect utility.
I'm actually a huge fan of that nade. I've been trying to apply it more into my own play, Boggs, of how effective it is. spot the corner. As soon as you see any pixels moving, as soon as you hear any commotion, you just throw it on the half wall. Throw it on the angle wall. It lands right over the half wall. Usually hits one person or two people. And that's really the main way Sub Rosa farmed his utility. Now Neptune is eating shrapnel in the halls. This early damage, just over 150 damage by utility, is really going to help Station 7 here.
Kills will help him a little more as Jonah P and Sterling both strike first. Sterling looking for a second, and down goes Sub Rosa. Just Swag and Wardell left. They are reeling. Swag taken down so low before he's able to finish off Shank. And now Wardell and Apps going to try and do some damage. Jonah P spots him. Both shots miss. And now a smoke will force Wardell away. B site again abandoned. Droid will have to go and retake it. Lucky for him, Swag has not made a beeline up Banana.
In a good spot for the one and done. That's really all he needs, isn't it? Let's get one. Luckily, Swag is incredibly wounded, so that first will be easy. Wardell, if he gets in that post man, if he gets set up, it could be problematic. Let's see if Droid can hold this one down. Not even a single shot.
Great. I think he was flashed. Either way, that's unfortunate for Droid and great pre-aim by Swag. There's a chance now the op is in U-Box. And Swag apparently seems to not be hampered by his lack of health. Sterling is low, and they've used their one smoke to Banana. So they will have the isolated site for now. Wardell, if he hits the first shot, this is doable. Swag goes down, but Wardell is still here. No kits, so he can buy time. Frosty taps, spots out Wardell, and now he goes aggressive. That should about secure it, though. Jonah P is off the bomb. Wardell has won the clutch. Map point for Swole Patrol, and the knife for Wardell to top it off.
That's the alpha move, man. That's how you do it. That's how you kill their confidence. That's how you destroy them mentally. I told you, as soon as Wardell gets to that postman on this B site, on behind that quad box with the op, anything can happen. Wardell just plays them perfectly. Just perfectly.
Easy for Wardell. Look at this buy up against Map Point, too. 3 UMPs and an MP9. A Boss, the best gun for Station 7. And Caboose has eliminated one early on.
I think I've lost my hope in this map. I think it's time for Dust 2. And this is Station 7's map pick, right? This is where they were supposed to be making their stand, and this is a 16-4 potential.
I'm actually curious as to why Station 7 picked this map when they have a 25% win rate on. Oh, there's a kill for Droid onto Sub Rosa. But instead, the bomb is heading towards only one man to defend. It is Sterling with the FAMAS. If he can deal damage and take a couple with him, there is a chance for Station 7. Otherwise, the lack of kits should certainly spell their doom. As now Swole Patrol splitting in from both sides. The pincer maneuver in full effect. Sterling, though, doubles down. Wardell gets the kill. And it's Wag and Wardell once again in the 2v2 situation. This time on the A site. Both players from Station 7 rotating in through arches, and Swag's made his way into Apps. Wardell has to stand strong first, and he'll ward him off with a Molotov to start.
Now, I'm not sure if you caught that as well, but Swag took a peek down middle, and now he has Hall's control. So they actually know this is both coming from one direction. It should be easy, but Wardell's not quite looking in the right direction. It won't even matter. Swag's there for the support. He's not going to miss those trades. And Swole Patrol, they get the 16-4, the absolute dominance here on this first map. And if there was any opportunity for Station 7 to get some confidence, Boggs, it wasn't given. Swole Patrol, they're too jacked for any room for confidence here.
Yeah. Station 7 became the protein shake on Inferno. And honestly, Dust 2 does not seem to be a better fate for them.
Only time will tell how the second map will unfold, and we will be going into that shortly. But before we do, please follow our socials. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're everywhere, baby. Just follow us along. Follow our content. We have a lot of that coming for you. Check out winda.gg if you haven't. They pump out articles left and right. It's awesome. Check it out. And if you're in the market for some CSGO skins, if you're looking for some freebies, if you're looking for a free 1 TB SSD for all of your anime needs, all the highlight reels you could find, well, we'll be giving some SSDs here as well. So follow our socials for that. Follow this bearded man. His ad's down here below and mine down here as well. And we'll see you in a few minutes for the second map on Dust 2, Swole Patrol's territory.